So Tiffany Haddish is getting sued for SA again, only a few months after she revealed how the first lawsuit ruined her life.
Behind you now, but like, is that something?
Oh, I lost everything. All my gigs gone.
Really?
Everything gone.
This time the lawsuit is brought against her by the mother of the children that she allegedly has saved, and it looks like this second lawsuit is going to be more serious than the first one because the mother did not come to play with Tiffany.
Deeply regrets acting in a comedy sketch that's resulted in a child lawsuit against her and comedian Aries Spears.
So just when we thought that Tiffany Haddish was finally going to catch a break, she just got hit with another lawsuit that's related to her child SA lawsuit that was filed last year. And it looks like the nightmare is far from over for her. As you know, Tiffany was sued last year by two siblings who chose to go by the anonymous names of Jane and John Doe, claiming that she had SA'd them by exposing them to some inappropriate situations that children shouldn't be exposed to. The siblings claimed that Tiffany had been friends with their mom and quickly bonded with her because they had both gotten recently divorced. They got so close that Tiffany quickly became a family friend that sent cards for birthdays and Christmas. They soon found out that both kids wanted to try their hands in the acting industry. Tiffany was already making a name for herself in the industry, so the kids' mom was not suspicious when Tiffany offered to give the kids a hand into getting acting gigs. She claimed to have found a role for Jane on a project she was working on, but the role turned out to be a super inappropriate role for her because she was only 14 at the time. The role involved her pretending to go down on a hoagie sandwich and give it a you-know-what. The girl was so horrified that she couldn't do it, so Tiffany got mad at her and sent her away, allegedly. But Jane didn't tell her mom what went down at the time, and a couple of months later, Tiffany called the kid's mom to tell her that she had gotten a role for John Doe in a skit for Nickelodeon. But this was a complete lie because he never got anywhere close to Nickelodeon. She had the boy film a disturbing skit with comedian Aries Spears, and they titled it Through the Eyes of a Child SA'er. And I think it's pretty clear how messed up the video was. They made the boy strip to his underwear and sit with Aries in a bathtub while Aries rubbed baby oil on him. Yeah, disgusting and very inappropriate. He was so upset with what Tiffany made him do that he burst into tears, and this is what made Jane finally open up to their mom and tell her what really happened. Now, when her mom called Tiffany and asked to see the video, Tiffany claimed that John's performance was so bad that the footage was unusable. This was a lie because she and Aries posted the video to the website Funny or Die, and the site ended up taking the video down because of how inappropriate it was. Once the news of the lawsuit broke out, it became a huge scandal and people started dragging Tiffany for filth. She made the situation worse when she had her lawyer release a statement on her behalf saying, "Plaintiff's mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Ms. Haddish for several years. Every attorney who has initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Ms. Haddish would not be shaken down. Now Ms. Morris has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action." Now I want y'all to keep this statement in mind because we're going to circle right back into it in just a little bit. But anyway, so people found the statement so offensive that they dragging got worse. First off, Jane and John Doe had chosen to protect their identities and stay private, but Tiffany and her lawyers referred to their mom by name, and many people felt like it was done on purpose. The backlash was so bad that Tiffany had to release a statement of her own on Instagram saying, "I know people have a bunch of questions, I get it, I'm right here with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about the situation as soon as I can." But by then it was too late because the damage had already been done. The backlash was so bad that she was getting canceled in Hollywood. She even revealed to TMZ that nobody wanted to work with her because of the allegations.
Behind you now, but like, is that something?
Oh, I lost everything.
Like,
All my gigs gone.
Really?
Everything gone.
So, I mean, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is that's a bad look. But now that they changed face, you know,
I
do you
don't
feel
know,
like
bro.
you regain your?
I don't have no job.
Well, look.
I don't have no job, bro.
That's not good. That's not good.
Now, we don't know what she did or how she did it, but she was able to get Jane and John Doe to withdraw the lawsuit. They also released a statement saying, "My family and I have known Tiffany Haddish for many years, and we now know that she would never harm me or my brother or help anyone else do anything that could harm us. We wish Tiffany the best and are glad that we can all put this behind us." Even though the lawsuit was dropped, Tiffany still gets backlash every once in a while because people randomly bring up that lawsuit. But as a whole, it's something that she seems to be moving on from. Well, until now, that is. Because she just got sued again for the same type of case. Now, when Jane and John dismissed the case, it was dismissed without prejudice, meaning that they can't file again. But this time around, it's not the kids filing because it's their mother who filed the new case. The mom, whose name is Trizza Morris, is now suing Tiffany and Aries Spears. According to the court documents, Trizza claims that in the summers of 2014 to 2015, Tiffany groomed and solicited her minor children to perform in film, record, publish, and distribute sexually inappropriate material. Now, remember her lawyer's statement and how I said he name-dropped the kid's mother? Well, Trizza is also suing for defamation because she's claiming that Tiffany made her look money hungry when she got sued by Trizza's kids last year. Radar Online reports that in her lawsuit, Trizza accused Tiffany and Aries of defaming her by making public claims following her children's lawsuit being filed that she was attempting to extort them. Now, according to the court documents, Trizza claimed that the comedians via their reps made slanderous statements about her character, integrity, morals, and ethical values. In her suit, Trizza claimed that despite the public statements by the comedians, the alleged extortion was never reported to any authorities. Now, Trizza is claiming that she shouldn't have been named by Tiffany or her lawyers because she had nothing to do with the lawsuits that were filed, even though Trizza's kids filed it. She claimed that she was not involved with the lawsuit in any capacity. Miss Morris was not named as the party in the lawsuit, nor did Miss Morris's name appear on any court documents that led to the malicious statements by Tiffany and Aries. She claimed that comedians attacked her in an effort to distract from their own behavior. She also claimed that she'd reached out to Tiffany in February to ask her to clear the air on the extortion claims that her lawyer made. Tiffany allegedly promised to do it at a later time, saying, "The media isn't talking about it right now. I have 4 movies coming out this year and I'm going to be doing a lot of press. If it comes up, I'll be sure to mention it." But she never brought it up. And Trizza claims that a reporter who interviews Tiffany in June told her that Tiffany had been talking about her negatively, which made Trizza mad. And that's why she's suing, and she's asking for $1 million. But it looks like she has overplayed her hand because people are now dragging her for trying to finesse Tiffany for some money. Fans left comments saying, "Okay, nah, they just looking for money like they've been trying to do for the last few years. And if you've been following this case way before these last 3 years, then you know what I mean. This lady needs to stop now. She just being greedy." Isn't this like the second to third lawsuit from the same family? At some point, the courts have to stop allowing frivolous lawsuits. And first they apologize for the lawsuit, and then here come another one. Shaking my head. Some people are just miserable. That's why you can't keep all the same people in your life when you level up. But I gotta know what y'all think about this. Do you think that Tizzy is just looking for a payout, or do you genuinely think that she has a case? Let me know what you think about this drama and then check out this next video.